the Gardening Sisters, and in today's video I want to start off by just thanking everybody. We have officially reached 1,000 subscribers, so by the time you guys see this, I'm pretty sure we'll be well past that. But I wanted to take the time out to thank you all for following our journey. We could not have imagined that 1,000 of you guys would have wanted to follow our journey. We really just kind of started this off as like a documenting kind of thing, just to see ourselves grow, go back, see what we did, learn from what we did. I have thoroughly enjoyed being on this platform and meeting so many other gardeners on YouTube, and so I wanted to let you guys know that you all played an integral part of getting us here, and also learning and being able to successfully grow things. I have something exciting that I want to show you guys. I'm very excited about this. I actually just discovered it this morning, so I just want to take the time out to thank each and every one of you. There are a few of you who have been very integral in helping and me learning a lot of stuff, as well as my sister. So I do want to thank you guys so much for that, and I just wanted to kind of come on here and officially thank you guys for helping us reach 1,000 subscribers. Another thing that I wanted to say, there was a subscriber that mentioned that they did not know that my sister actually existed. We got a kick out of that. We just thought that that was so funny, and thank you for that comment. So I wanted to say that my sister, she is not one of the kind of forefront people. She doesn't care to be on camera, so whenever she does kind of hop on, you know, she does that at her own pace. So that's why you guys see so much of me, and I kind of tell you guys what my sister's done. And but she's always in the garden helping me. She just doesn't care to be on camera. So just so that you guys know, we are the Gardening Sisters, and my sister does exist. But thank you so much for that comment, because we really got a good laugh out of that. So the things that we're going to be doing today, I want to let you guys know I am going to be harvesting my turnip bottoms, because something is still eating these turnip bottoms up. Now I do have some planted in that covered up brassica bed that you guys have seen, and so I'm hopeful that I'll be able to leave those once they start to actually form the turnip bottom, and I can actually leave them until they get big. But I'm actually proud of these because they are better than the first time I grew them. So I got better at it, and I got better developed turnip bottoms. So I am hopeful that in the future I will be able to grow some nice sized turnip bottoms and be able to leave them a little bit longer, as they since they're going to be protected the next time. So I want to let you guys know we are going to go ahead and pull those. We're going to go ahead and head over to the brassica bed, because I want to show you guys something that I feel like this officially gives me my gardening green thumb as far as my vegetable side of things, because I was very shocked when I saw that I had actually successfully grown this. So we're going to go ahead and look at that. We're also going to be taking repurposing one of my grow bags. I'm going to, those beets that we fertilized together in a different video, we're going to go ahead and transfer those into a grow bag, and then I'm going to go ahead and pinch my tomatoes, and then I'm going to fill them with a little bit more soil as they continue to grow. We're also going to be mulching them down as well. So let me go ahead and do that before I run out of time, and let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can get this. You guys can see here, this whatever this is that's doing this is completely demolishing my turnip bottoms. At this point, because I need to go ahead and use these grow bags for something else, on top of the fact that I haven't quite figured out how to defend against this despite applying BT, I'm just gonna go ahead and pull these. I do have some fairly decent sized ones, but I have so much stuff that I have to get done that I don't want to risk my other ones getting eaten. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull these and salvage what is left. And any of the greens that can be used, I'm gonna go ahead and harvest those as well. So, and like some of these didn't root too well, but like I said, I do have a few, and I am probably also gonna look kind of like examine the soil just to make sure there's not anything in the soil that's doing this. But again, y'all, I don't really know. A couple of you have told me what this could possibly be, but nonetheless, I'm gonna go ahead and pull. So just go ahead and get these dug up out of here, because this was the first one that I showed you a couple of videos ago. And this is one of the ones that I don't want to risk getting eaten up. So we're gonna go ahead and pull it. And we mix our greens over here anyways, so I'm just going to be basically, we usually mix mustards and turnips, so these will be going along with some of those turnips, some of those mustards that I pulled or have kind of been clipping. And again, some of these didn't even root well. Could have been just a spacing type of issue, but I can still use the greens, so not too concerned about that. And then here's another nice size one here that I am not willing to let get eaten, so I'm going to get this before whatever's been munching on these gets a chance to. And then doing my last bag now. My rutabaga didn't do well at all, y'all. So don't really know what I'm gonna do with those. See, there's something else again eating down. And I will say that this is a step up from the first time I grew these, because I actually got some decent sized bulbs and they actually kind of grew circular the way they were supposed to. So I'm going to take this opportunity to see if I can do a little bit more research on what could be causing this at this point. Because right now I'm not seeing any signs of any pest. And then this is the last one that was trying to get a little bit bigger, but again, I'm gonna go ahead and pull it. And I'm not too upset about this, y'all, because I have the opportunity to get some that may grow bigger, because in my brassica bed that you guys know I keep covered up, that one is those are protected by bug netting, so hopefully whatever is doing this won't get to those. So that's our harvest of our greens. I wanted to show y'all this too. In my dahlia bed, I have some onions that look like they're actually trying to bowl, but and you can even see here, like, they're starting to do that thing where, like it says, once the leaf starts to turn brown and fall over, you pretty much know that that's time to pull your onion. I'm gonna leave him, I was gonna pull them today, but I may leave them there until they actually fall all the way over, just to see if these are going to get any bigger. But I thought that was interesting. But like I said, I'm not going to be adding any more nitrogen in this bed, just due to the simple fact that my dahlias are in this bed, and you can see they are starting to show up, and I don't want them to keep getting too much nitrogen. So now we'll move on to the next thing. So I forgot to mention that I also wanted to update you guys on the onion bed. Remember in my community tab, if you haven't seen that since I posted the video, I told you guys that I did go in and remove some of the peat moss, and I added some of that Scott's topsoil and bone meal. So the onions that I replanted in for the second time, they are actually doing very good, very great. And I want to thank you guys so much for encouraging me and letting me know that they would be fine. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. They are starting to get a little bit thicker, and they are returning to they are starting to look a little bit more green. Now I did go in when I took out some of that peat moss, because I had to dig up onion again. I started more onions from seed, and you guys can see that they are starting to pop up. So I've been very happy about that as well. I have some more. Here's another row. Some ones started from seed. You guys can see that they are starting to show up. So I just wanted to update y'all on that since I haven't showed you guys the bed. So let's head over to this brassica bed so you guys can see the nice little surprise I got as I was checking on everything this morning. So let me actually pull this whole thing off so you guys can just get an update on what the actual bed looks like. So this bed stays 100% covered up all the time. This is what my brassicas are looking like. And you can see my cabbage that's in the middle. You guys have been seeing me showing you guys updates of the kohlrabi, and I have another one forming right there. But that is not what the surprise is. You guys, we have a broccoli head forming right there. I was so shocked, and I was very proud, to say the least, you guys. This is my miniature broccoli, and I don't have this one labeled, but it's either my sweet bunch or my BC 1611, and I think I got these from Johnny's. But I checked on my other broccoli, and none of them are forming heads quite just yet, but I suspect that they will begin soon, because all of them are kind of getting a decent size. Some of them look like they're getting ready to start. But yes, that's the brassica bed, and we have broccoli. So I may leave this one uncovered because I do need to come in and give all of my beds a good watering, and I do kind of want to try to get my mustards fertilized. But for now, until I get a chance to come over here later after this video, I'm gonna cover this back up just to make sure nothing sneaks its way into this bed. All right, so I'm just going to break up this soil that's in this bag. This is just a bag that I believe it had a cabbage or either a broccoli in it that got eaten up, and I had actually put it in here as a last ditch effort just because I had nowhere else to put it. And so I'm just basically about to break this soil back up, add a little bit of fertilizer, and those beets are going to go in here. And I do need to try to figure out where I'm going to place this. I actually have some dahlias I potted up, some new dahlias, and I have them in this covering over by the fence where I tacked some of my bug netting up to the fence to try to keep stuff out. Last year I did not have an issue with anything coming and digging up my dahlias, but this year I had one of my dahlias, something came, it dug it up, and it threw the dahlia to the side. I think maybe it thought something else was in there, so I'm just taking extra precautions because I'm not trying to be buying more dahlias. So as always, we're going to go in with my balanced fertilizer. that mixed in really good. I bottom watered. I don't have any bone meal. I really wanted to be able to put some of that in there, but I don't have any right now. I have some that I just made, but I have to finish grinding it up. But I may need to start keeping some bone meal on hand in general for when I don't have bones to make my bone meal. So I'm just going to start with this for now and fertilize as needed. Here are the beets from that video. You can see they haven't really gotten too much bigger, but they do look better. So we're going to go ahead and get those in this bag. And this is the tray that I kept them in, so I was just bottom watering them. Those ones that we started together, they have popped up, but I cannot remember if beets are more of a cooler weather crop or not, so I don't really want to get too many more of them started. I say that now, and then y'all will see me in another video saying I'm starting more beets. So take that with a grain of salt. But I'm finding here, because I'm new to gardening, sometimes I try to push the envelope. Sometimes it works out in my favor, sometimes it does not. But nonetheless, I learn every time. So I have 15 beets. So I'm definitely not gonna put all 15 in the same bag. So I'm gonna probably use one of those bags from earlier that you guys saw me digging those turnip bottoms out of. Probably have to go in. And this was all started off in that inert medium. I used cocoa coir, so I'm actually surprised that it has a few roots pushing out the bottom, so that's good. And I'm just going to place them in here, so hopefully they can go ahead and start growing better. Oh, and let me make sure I label these. So I'm definitely not putting these in the same bag because I forgot half of them are Detroit Red and the other are my early Wonder beets. Thank goodness I paid attention to that. And I love these little burpee trays because they push out so well. But I am about to get into soil blocking, y'all, and I'm very excited because you guys know, for me, I personally enjoy the flower side of gardening. Honestly, I'm more and more starting to really love the growing food as well. But I started off as just kind of doing like flowers from seed. So I really enjoy that aspect. I love flowers. That's just who I am. But I initially wanted to do soil blocking because I wanted to be able to start flowers off in larger quantities. So I bought a 0.75 inch soil blocker, and it's like a 20 count where I can start off lots and lots of flower seeds at once. And I'm very excited about that. But I also bought a 2-inch one, and I'll show you guys that because at the end of the week they're supposed to be here, and we're definitely going to be doing a video on soil blocking, so you guys will get to see that as well. My 2-inch one was off of Amazon, and my 0.75, I think I got that one off of the Johnny Select website. So I will show you all that one because I'm about to heavily get into starting more flower seeds. Sunflowers, I'm probably going to start some asters that way. I started those too early. I learned this year that some things worked well for me starting them off early and some didn't. I usually start my asters around this time of year, so I was kind of pushing it anyways, but I'm just kind of trying some stuff out. So I'm going to start those off again so that my front flower bed will be covered. And my front flower bed right now is absolutely stunning. My ranunculus are blooming and everyone is loving it. because people always stop and kind of slow down, and I've been getting compliments on the yard, so I cannot wait to show you guys that. That video will be here in about a week or two, maybe. I'm still trying to wait for everything to bloom so that way you guys can get to see every single one of them. You guys, I'm telling you, y'all are going to be blown away when you see this ranunculus video, because these flowers, they've set the tone for this for this garden season. So I can't wait to share that with y'all. So this is the first one. I'm gonna go ahead and get the second one done. I'll probably even use the water that I did to bottom water, and then I'll add some more. Let me go ahead and pot up the second one, and then I'll come back, water, and then we'll go over to the tomatoes. All right, so here are the beets. I went ahead and watered them in off camera while I was watering in my galvanized beds. And so I'm gonna show you guys what the galvanized beds look like now. Okay, so here is the brassica bed. I gave it just a tiny bit of fish emulsion. And I watered all the beds in first, and then I added the fertilizer. So there's the onion bed. And here is my mustard bed. And I really like these galvanized beds. So far, I haven't had any problems with them. And I think I'm going to order probably a lot more of these, because they hold a decent amount of food. And I have personally just been liking using these. So we're gonna go ahead and head over to the tomatoes now. So here's this little makeshift covering that I put here just for now. I plan on having something like this summer. We're also planning on building something to where we can use as a drape for our shade cloth once it starts to get really hot outside. But I just wanted to show y'all that these are the dahlias. Remember, I started off with 3. I have added 5 more to that. So here are the tomatoes. Now, yesterday I had already started on this one and this one. So I've already kind of added more soil, and I've already pinched them. I just wanted to come on here and show y'all me actually doing it. So usually you'll wait till like 2 or 3 sets of leaves, but I'm going ahead and let's see if I can, this middle one here, I'm just gonna go ahead and do like that and pinch that. That way all of my tomatoes will get more vigorous and they will branch more. And I did that to all of them. I just find the middle stalk and I just pinch. Now these 2 tomatoes back here, these are 2 of the tomatoes Brittany potted up in a previous video where she had to up pot these yesterday. I'm not gonna pinch these until we actually move these wherever we're gonna move them to. But those were volunteer tomatoes that actually came out of our compost. And here again, our middle stalk. Just gonna pinch it same way I pinch my dahlias. And I only pinch once. Now you can see that this tomato here is actually trying to produce blooms. And I think that's because I put that balanced fertilizer in there. That's what Brittany told me. She thinks it may be. This tomato is actually supposed to be, I think it's interdeterminate and it's supposed to get taller. I think I'm going to pull these blooms, or if I don't pull them, because it looks like they're coming off the, yeah, they're coming off that middle stalk. So I'm gonna sacrifice these for now, because I wanna pinch that. I don't want these producing blooms right now in or tomatoes either. So I went ahead and pinched that one. This one is a little tricky. That one's still kind of small, so I'm not gonna bother that one. And this one has a few sets. This one has blooms on it too. And I'm noticing that the ones that are pinch those off. The ones that are blooming, those are my free seed varieties that I got, I think, from Baker's Creek. The baby boomer and the spoon tomato. So I'm going to show you guys, we're going to add some soil to these, and we're going to add some straw mulch, and then that'll be it. So here are all of my little clippings. I'm just going to throw these into the compost bin. All right, so I gotta kind of do this quick because I'm losing light. So I'm just gonna sit y'all up here, and I'm basically just gonna use some potting mix to kind of cover up some of the stem. And I will bring y'all closer on one of these so you can see exactly what it is that I'm doing. All right, so now I'm showing you one up close. I'm just doing this, all I'm doing is adding soil to cover up the stem as it grows, because as most of you guys probably know, tomatoes are able to send out new roots if you bury the stem. So that's what I'm doing. And if anything touches the soil, I'll usually pick it, but that's not too bad. So as these continue to grow, I'll just add more soil. But today I'm going to add a layer of mulch so that this water can retain well. So here's the brand of pine straw that I'll be using. I wanted to use some type of straw opposed to wood chips, just because I feel like this is lighter. So this is what it looks like. You guys probably know what pine straw looks like, but I'm going to use that to mulch, and hopefully this will do the job. All right, so it is the next day, and here is the finished product of what the tomatoes look like now that they have pine mulch in them. I will go back and add some more pine mulch to this one. It got dark, so I couldn't really see, so I may fill in some more in some of these. But basically all I did off camera that you guys didn't get to see because it got so dark outside, I basically just put the pine mulch after I added more soil. I watered them in, and then I gave them some fish emulsion. So that is pretty much it for this video. I do want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you did like this video, please do give us a big thumbs up. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, and also turn on your notification bell so that you'll know every time we post new content. And we will see you guys in the next video.